Drink by the paint, drove by the pine. Headed to the club in the boss top down.
What's up, everybody? Alucard Gaming here. I'm actually trying Dead Frontier. I played this as a kid, and it was a great game. I'm here with my friends here. We got Ifrain, Sanic, King, Barbie, and Nerdy Josh. And they're gonna help me make these choices, pretty much. Let's see where this goes.
It started.
I'm excited.
Day, just like any other.
I am too.
I took a shower and grabbed a quick cup of coffee before heading out of the front door and waving goodbye to my loving wife. I jumped on board the bus, sat down, turned on my MP3 player, and promptly entered my usual daydream state. I finally arrived at my office building, headed up the 10th floor, and sat down at my desk to see a huge pile of paperwork. I sighed and got started.
Paperwork.
Yes, it's
Coming
terrifying.
down the hall broke my concentration. I considered going to see what it was, but the thought quickly passed. Probably just another hysterical secretary overreacting to a spider. Just as I started getting back to work, something else grabbed my attention. I peered out the window into the street below, and to my astonishment, saw a scene of utter chaos. People fighting, even killing each other for seemingly no reason. By this time, some of my coworkers had gotten up from their desks and joined me in staring out the window.
Alright, so the options are turn on the radio built into my cell phone, go down the hall to look at the TV in the common room, sit back and continue my work, go grab another cup of coffee.
Grab another cup of coffee when there's people getting murdered down there? What the hell?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's none of my business. Let me just go, go get a cup of coffee while they're purging down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing my work in the first place, so I would probably say coffee.
we gotta try to survive this, people, mind you.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah, I'm gonna get my coffee.
in a closed-off safe building, you know?
So we're going with grab another cup of coffee?
Yeah,
He's gotta be awake and alert to handle the situation.
Is this what you would really do?
Yeah, man, what do you mean?
You afraid?
Stuff my coffee and mind my business.
Okay.
I grabbed a cup
Oh God.
and sat down. A few minutes later,
I feel like this is how
overheard one
Sanic
of
dirty
my
talks his
coworkers
food.
talking about a violence people homicidal. However, I could only make out bits and pieces of the conversation, and didn't learn anything especially useful.
Coffee.
At this point, I felt myself entering a state of mild shock. It was obvious that whatever was going on was serious, and that a significant percentage of the population were going to be killed or wounded over the course of the next few days. My thoughts quickly turned to my wife. Was she okay?
My wife, Sanic.
These maniacs were near our
I need
home.
to save Sanic. I need to save him. Take out my cell phone to try and call my Sonic. Don't call, just go home and see if Sonic is okay, or do neither and just stay in the office building.
Oh my god.
Maybe call first, because, like...
Yeah, definitely call. Yeah, call.
She might not even know about it, you might not make it there in time.
Yeah. Ifrain, what do you think? What would you do?
What's up?
Are you paying attention or are you playing the game?
I'm playing the game.
That's understandable. Fine. Moving on.
I dialed the number, but immediately got an error tone. I tried several more times before giving up. I was annoyed with myself for wasting time. I should have known the phones would be overwhelmed. I then decided that I would go home and make sure that my wife was okay.
I'm coming home, Sanic.
Oh god.
I began to make my way through a series of corridors that lead to the elevator. On my way, I noticed a struggle out of the corner of my eye. I turned to see a disfigured man frantically clawing at and biting a young woman's leg. Blood was already pouring from her multiple wounds. The woman cried out for me to help her.
Attack the crazed man, try to find someone to help, call 911, leave the woman to her doom.
Yeah.
Leave her to her doom, bro. She's already bleeding out. She's dead weight at this point.
He got multiple wounds, bleeding. Yeah, forget her.
Oh my god.
Leave that bitch.
She's toasted. Yeah, she's toasted.
Sanic, what do you think?
Yeah, fuck it, leave her.
Fuck it, leave her.
Yeah.
Leave
her!
Ignoring
Leave
the
her!
woman's cries for help. She would have been infected and it wasn't worth the risk.
Leave her like my dad.
Oh my god.
I arrived at the elevator, but to my dismay it seemed many other people had the same idea. I heard a ping and the elevator doors slid open. In a split second, the large crowd of office staff pushed and shoved their way into the tiny metal box.
Wait for another elevator, take the stairs, squeeze into the elevator with the others, jump out of the window.
How would you want to
Take
jump
the
out the
stairs,
window?
bro. Take the stairs. You don't want to be in that crowd.
Yeah,
Take the
when there's an
stairs.
elevator, wish you gotta take the
I'm gonna
stairs.
jump out the window. Fuck that. Stairs are
God,
dangerous.
you actually hurt yourself.
But
like that.
yo, you won't
Out the
do it.
window and
Ground
ruin
floor.
your chances of
Sure, I was a
survival?
little out of breath, but at least I saved
Jump
time
off the damn
and
window,
avoided
you
a
got
potentially
it.
Daddy, he
lethal
was out of breath.
situation.
I went down the stairs.
Sanic's
Eventually
cooking,
reached
man.
the ground floor and entered the lobby. The scene in front of me
That
was one of
diabetes.
extreme violence.
Diabetes.
The security team was desperately battling with a swarm of infected, and they appeared to be losing. I watched helplessly as a guard on the opposite side of the room was torn limb from limb. I noticed his gun lying on the floor just a few meters away from his dismembered corpse.
Run across the room to try and get the gun, make a dash for the main exit, leave the lobby, and try to escape through the rear exit. You gotta remember, there's a whole bunch of zombies in the middle, in the building, like by the building. They're all fighting and they're all getting eaten. Everybody's fighting and dying. So that's the situation I'm in.
If you run across the room trying to get the gun, then they're gonna see you.
Does it say? I don't know. I would make a dash for the main exit. I don't know. I'd either do the last two. I would not go for the gun.
Yeah, the gun would be too risky.
So the gun is out of the question. It's either the
You
rear
don't even know
exit.
how many rounds are in that gun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
either the rear exit or the main exit. What do you think?
Rear
That's
exit.
more important. If they're all through the building, you could potentially not even make it to the rear exit.
We're in the
main
front.
exit.
We're in the front lobby, like where the main exit is right there. But they're all around there. They're all fighting. Right. It's like, you know how when you walk into a building in like downtown, the security guards are right there.
Yeah.
So imagine that, but with a whole bunch of zombies and people fighting and getting eaten and stuff. That's where we are.
Okay, I would probably say rear exit.
Rear exit, yeah, leave the lobby. Don't be in that area where they are.
So rear exit.
Yeah, try the rear exit.
I managed to slip away without any infected noticing and proceeded
Alright,
quickly towards the rear exit.
What a fucking ninja.
Alright.
I made my way through several corridors towards the back of the building. As I approached the rear entrance, I spotted a hefty padlock across the bolt, making it practically impossible to open without a key. I cursed my bad luck and tried to figure out my next move. The janitor would have had the key, but reaching his office would have required going back towards the lobby.
Go to the janitor's office and get the key. Charge the door down. Search for a window to climb through.
Window.
Charge down the door. Charge down the
Yeah,
door.
but it's got a hefty padlock.
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
a padlock.
Yeah, that's charging
A
down.
hefty padlock.
Huh.
Hefty means like it's a really big, like heavy duty padlock, Sanic, by the way.
Yeah. If you go to the janitor's office, you can just get it without a
Hefty,
problem.
But I
I'll
have
run
to
it.
go back to the main lobby to go to the
Yeah.
janitor's office.
Exit are.
Maybe
I
the
would look for
window?
a window. It depends on what floor you're on.
We're
You're
on the
main
first floor,
right?
yeah,
The
we're-
first floor. Okay, well, window, easy.
I
You don't have
realized
to, like,
that breaking the
down
door down would
freeze
be
or anything.
impossible, and that heading back would
Yeah,
be
breaking
too
the door
dangerous.
wouldn't be. The big
So I
padlock.
set about searching for another exit. I remembered that there was a small window in the male bathroom just a few doors down the corridor. I arrived at the bathroom door and pushed it open. Suddenly, I heard a bestial roar coming from further down the corridor. A dozen infected had spotted me and were now heading in my direction. I quickly entered the stall and spotted the window I was thinking of. However, to my dismay, it was much smaller than I had remembered. I thought that I would
Yeah,
probably
buddy, you're out
fit,
of breath
but
walking
I knew
downstairs.
it was
Of
going
course
to
it
be a
is.
very tricky maneuver.
Go straight through the window, hide in the conventional, and hope the infected pass before trying the window. Flood the bathroom before trying the window.
Ah.
So do I go straight for the window and just try to get
Well,
out?
he said it's small as it is before, so you gotta do some maneuvers.
Yeah, so remember,
The
we
zombies
gotta...
come, they're gonna
Well,
fucking bite.
well, we gotta be... We either can hide or we have to be quick, you know?
I don't know, when zombies see you and you hide, they will not leave that spot.
So by that logic, then the best thing would probably be to go through the window then, because trying to hide that wouldn't make much help.
No, they would never leave.
Exactly. So
Technically true. If you're in an office building where a bunch of people are like trying to escape and shit, they easily get distracted by somebody else running and freaking out. Because like remember, this is the beginning of it happening, so it's like chaotic.
what do you think then? What do you say, Sanic? What's your answer?
If it has to be quick and over with, maybe the window. But
Okay.
it's as small as this, so you gotta try and maneuver your way, so you gotta be very quick.
Alright, what about you, Barbie? What are you thinking?
He said it's gonna be a very tricky maneuver, so you're gonna struggle your whole body trying to get in that window.
Oh, how long's the corridor and how fast do they run? They're not giving me contact.
They're running zombies, for sure.
Oh god, it's gonna take a lot of time for you. No, that's... If you go straight through the window, then and that's it for you.
What does flooding the bathroom do? Just make it a little more, slippery for them to get to you?
I guess.
They just start falling ridiculously and you have all that time to...
Zombies not like poo water or
No,
something?
I don't think that will do anything personally. It's just water.
Fuck, man. Go straight through the window, I guess.
Alright, what about you, Josh and King? What do you guys think? And Efrain?
Flood the bathroom.
You wanna flip the bathroom?
So 2 for the... Go straight for the
I'm
window, 1
thinking
for
about
flood the
that
bathroom.
Because it could make it to where it's all slippery and shit. They can't,
Yeah, the zombies can
Yeah,
fall.
fuck that. Take your chances and dip.
yeah,
But I think
form
the
between
running
those two.
zombies, Efrain, I think they run.
Yeah.
But it says it right here, it's gonna be very tricky for him to... Because the window's smaller than it was before, so it's gonna be very tricky for him to maneuver while he's just
This
struggling
man
while the
gets
zombies...
out of breath going down the stairs, as he said earlier, so you know,
I
he
think-
might not
I
fit
think-
through that window.
I think anybody would go out of breath for running downstairs. It's still,
I don't know, man.
I never run out of breath when I run down the stairs. Up, yes.
you would have
I'm
to...
out of shape, so I can tell
Now
you I
we have it.
definitely do get out of breath just walking down the hall, let alone the stairs.
Yeah, I think if you were like in an office building, like skyscraper-wise, and running down the stairs, I think you would still get tired.
Cardio is not my rule number 1.
Alright, so we got 2 for go straight through and 1 for that, so we're going straight through the window.
Alright,
yeah.
Josh,
Fishing for the biscuit.
Not wanting to waste time, I set about trying
Alrighty.
to squeeze through the window. A few awkward movements and a lot of pain later, I managed to force my way into the street, escaping the infected
Goodbye,
with only
everyone.
a few seconds to spare.
Good night.
That's gonna die.
Goodbye.
Make
Jim.
sure to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what, bro?
What?
He's going dead. Alright.
Yeah, plus my
jumped from the
my
window
iPad's gonna
and
die,
landed
but
on
make
the
sure to
pavement
like and
with a heavy
subscribe
thud.
to
Looking up and down the quiet back
Alucard Gaming.
Don't
man.
you
decided what to do
fucking
next.
quit.
He said Alucard
Eventually, I
Gaming.
came to the conclusion
Alucard
that my best
Gaming
bet
is
was
no-
to go to a main road. I tried to
Subscribe,
steal a vehicle and
guys.
Catch a lift.
Dope.
I jogged down the quiet street for a few hundred feet before
Alright.
stopping to catch my breath.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Peace
I
out.
looked up briefly and saw a
Good
little
night.
girl
Good night,
wandering
man.
aimlessly in the
Good
middle
night.
of the road.
So we're walking down the street. It's completely quiet, aside from hearing stuff in the distance. There's a little girl wandering aimlessly in the middle of the road. walk up to her and see if she's okay. Call out to her, ignore her.
Oh.
I feel like you could walk up to her.
Walk up to her and see if she's alright. I don't know if it's
Because
gonna
if
be.
it's a little girl, I mean, if you
It's-
could outrun that.
It's a little girl
Yeah,
walking aimlessly in the middle of the road. I mean, maybe if we call out to her, but if we walk up to her, there's no running.
If you call out to her, other things could hear. If you walk up to her, at least it's silent, and you could most likely outrun a little girl like that.
Or you could just ignore her, just pretend she's not there, and just move on with yourself.
What are you thinking? What would you guys do in this situation?
I don't know. It's a kid, so I wouldn't be able to just ignore her.
Okay, so would you call her out to her or walk up to
I
her?
would walk up to her, because if you call out, you could be calling other things as well that heard you.
Yeah, attracting too much attention.
Walking up is more like silent. I mean, the dickhead move would just be ignore her, and you'll fucking survive anyways. But you know, I can't do that. But you guys choose. Some bias.
All right,
Maybe
so
walk up to her. Walk
so
up to her.
2 for walk up to her. King, what would you do?
I would fucking ignore her.
Ifrin, what would you do?
No, I'd walk up to her.
Walk up to her.
Let's do walk up to her.
I walked up to the girl and tapped her on the shoulder to get her attention. She suddenly spun around, let out a ghastly scream, and vomited blood into my face.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It
ignoring
wasn't
her
long
been
before
better.
I contracted the virus and became one of them.
God damn it.
oh,
All because we care for the children.
That's why you don't
From the window,
come to
I
that
landed
stick.
on the
Alright.
pavement with a heavy
Oh,
thud.
fuck you, King. You heartless son of a bitch.
Okay,
Oh,
so
hi.
that was our first death.
My heart
She
left.
was infected, so do you want to call out to her or do you want to ignore her?
No,
Ignore the
we,
bitch.
we gotta ignore her now.
Ignore the Ignore the bitch.
The girl was
Bitch,
most
she's
likely
dead.
Now we know that she's
Gotta
infected with the Zandy
Barbie would have died there, just want to point out. Barbie would have been killed.
Suck my dick, I wouldn't have
eventually
let her
arrived at the
vomit
main road.
at me.
I
As I
just
suspected,
ignore the
it
bitch.
wasn't pretty.
oh my.
In every direction, I could see people either trying to fight or flee from the numerous infected. An array of dismembered corpses already littered the streets. I suddenly felt nauseous, and within a few moments I was vomiting my breakfast all over the pavement.
It's
I wiped my
disgusting.
mouth with my sleeve and looked
Breakfast.
up to see a bus driving down the street.
Breakfast?
Wait.
The number was the same as the one I usually took home. There appeared to be a lot of people on board already, but I thought I might be able to squeeze in.
Try to flag the bus down, run into the middle of the road to force the bus to stop, ignore the bus, and continue down the street.
Option for shit. That bus is hauling ass.
Yeah, I was
Bus
gonna
is
say,
not
what's
gonna
the
stop for you, you
process
might as
of
well just ignore
elimination?
it.
Yeah,
What's the process of elimination?
Yes.
We ain't getting this bus.
take the safe. Just play it safe.
So we're ignoring it.
Play it safe.
I realized that getting on the crowded bus probably wasn't a good idea. If someone on board were infected, then there would have been no
Yeah.
escape.
Yeah, best to
As I
ignore.
continued down the street, I noticed several groups of people. Just across the road was a group of men with rifles. They appeared to be having fun shooting the zombies rather than trying to escape. In the alley, I could just about see a group of teenage boys armed with a variety of makeshift melee weapons. A few meters from where I was standing, a paramedic and an armed police officer were helping a wounded man, and as I glanced over my shoulder, I saw a group of survivors from my office building, heading in the same direction. I decided that it was probably best to team up with other survivors.
So who would you guys join? Would you join the men with rifles, join the teenage boys, join the paramedic, police officer, and wounded man, or join your co-workers?
Oh, anyway, I started blasting.
Paramedic, police, and wounded man.
I feel like the milk the rifles.
No,
Nah,
the-
bro, you want to save the paramedic, bro.
Save the paramedic. It's definitely a need.
I would
No,
join
the
the
rifles.
paramedic. The
They
police
already
officer,
have a
and the
wounded man, though.
because it doesn't matter. The people with the rifles, they're shooting them for fun, which means they're idiots and they're reckless. The teenage boys, that's just it's
Oh, they're just
self-explanatory.
zombies.
But the
So
wounded
it's
man
all
might be.
Workers.
But the wounded man might be infected because he's wounded.
Yeah, but the teenage boys are making makeshift weapons, so that means that they don't know what they're doing, so they're just coming up with crazy ideas.
Or maybe just shoot the motherfuckers and be done with.
Hey, you
That's
guys
not an
are
option, King.
nothing.
I still would. The paramedic and the police officer are literally
Yeah.
trained
Or you could just
for
you
shit
join your
like this.
coworkers.
Sometimes
Shit like this.
Alright, so
specifically, like,
paramedic
shit
and
that blew
police
up.
officer, yes?
That's
Yeah,
what I would
best-
pick.
Best case scenario,
Alright.
bro, we're taking the police officer.
Okay.
Go with it.
I walked over to the group with the wounded man and began to help.
He's
Not to be
seriously hidden by a wounded man who may or may not turn out to be infected. I don't know why I
Most
didn't.
but you're
I thought
aware
we
of
should try
it.
to find some transportation to get out of the city center. One of them suggested we go to the parking area a few blocks down. We quickly agreed to our strategy and made our way down the street. As we approached the car parking area, we noticed a few infected wandering idly around the entrance. There was no real way to avoid them.
Suggest we try to run past them. Suggest we fight them as a group. Distract them away from the entrance so the others can get through safely. Convince one of the others to distract them.
I would
Distraction.
distract them from the
Yeah.
entrance.
Yeah, but who
Distract them would be good.
would I nominate myself, or would I convince one of the others to do it?
Well, who is it? The paramedic, the officer, and the wounded man?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
just-
but the problem is we don't know who we're sacrificing, so we could be sacrificing the paramedic.
I would just distract them because like it doesn't specifically say like you could just like throw a rock or like a bottle or something.
Yeah. not that hard to distract something.
So distract them away from the entrance so the others can get through
Yeah.
safely.
Fighting them,
Yeah.
never fight them.
Alright.
Ain't gonna
I
easy.
began making as much noise as I could, running in circles around the infected. My
Really?
plan worked.
Could
They
you pick up
began
a
to
rock
follow
or
me away
something?
from the entrance.
Stupid, you stupid.
The others swiftly entered the parking area and began searching for a suitable vehicle. I was glad they had made it inside, but I was still in serious danger. I eventually managed to lose the infected and quickly caught up with the others. But I promised
Okay.
myself I'd never volunteer to be bait again.
Pussy.
That's dangerous, man. A lot of stuff can happen. You could accidentally fall, sprain your leg. You could,
No.
as you're running away, you can run into other infected and get
That's-
trapped.
No,
Hey,
that's
no.
crazy because first of all, why the hell would my man's run around in circles? Why couldn't you get
Right?
over and
Take a
walk
rock
by?
or a bottle or
I was
just.
about to say if anything you create like a
I don't think they're the.
different
I don't
distraction.
think they're the kind of zombies that would get attracted. That'll be like you hear a sound and be like, huh? I think they're more based on sight. I could be wrong, but
It can't be.
We eventually
That's
found a
weird.
few different options for vehicles in which we could make our escape. On the far side of the parking area, we found a pair of road motorbikes. Closer to us was a four-wheel drive all-terrain Jeep, a large freight truck, and a convertible sports car.
suggest taking the motorbike. Suggest taking the Jeep. Suggest taking the freight truck. Suggest taking a sports car.
I would say Jeep because motorbikes are going to be too loud, freight truck's going to be too big and lanky, and gas would probably be a terrible issue, and sports car just too loud, flashy, unnecessary, not enough storage. A Jeep makes more sense.
A Jeep, yeah. I think I would prefer the Jeep as well.
So everybody in favor of the Jeepy Jeep.
Yeah. I'm
Jeep.
down.
I suggested that we take the Jeep, and the others quickly agreed. Having the ability to go off-road if necessary would be incredibly useful, especially since many roads would have been blocked with traffic, accidents, or zombies.
The zombies!
We approached the Jeep and peered inside. To our dismay, we saw a pair of infected inside, desperately clawing at the windows in an attempt to escape.
Suggest pulling the zombies from the Jeep. Suggest trying another vehicle instead.
I would pull them from the Jeep, but I don't know. It depends on how.
Would you
fucking
risk it for
dumb
the
these
biscuit?
characters are. Well, I would be smart about it, you know. Like I would have
Yeah.
some like protection. I would be careful, but this is unpredictable, so it's really hard
Listen,
to say.
obviously our character is not a fucking genius, so
Clearly, which makes that difficult. Because other vehicles are just not suitable.
Exactly.
Like, pull.
This is the vehicle. This is the one.
I don't know. I would pull.
Okay, so we got one for trying to pull the zombies out. What do you think, Sanic?
That's a tough one.
Well,
What's
you
the
gotta,
other option?
it's either try to pull the zombies out of the Jeep or look for another vehicle.
Look for another vehicle. You try pulling zombies out, my man couldn't even walk down a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing.
And they run too. I don't know if there's no way that they're like stuck in a seatbelt or anything like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Difficult.
All right,
I'd
so
rather press my luck
you're
and
the
pull some trailer than
tiebreaker.
another vehicle.
You're the tiebreaker, Sanic. What do you think?
Another vehicle. It's too risky. Too risky.
Okie
You don't have any arms to take the zombies out from the Jeep, so just try another vehicle.
Okie dokie.
Yes, we are.
AJ will be here in 10 minutes.
The others didn't listen. They really wanted that Jeep, and a few zombies weren't going
I really wanted that Jeep.
Yeah, fuck you guys. They were doing it anyway.
Immediately flung
Should have
open the
picked my
door and
idea.
Started trying to drag the zombies out. However, without my help, they were having serious trouble, and it seemed like they would most likely end up dead if I didn't intervene.
Try to help them, leave them to an escape on one of the motorbikes. Escape in the car, sports car, escape in the freight truck.
I would help them.
Try and help them at least. Maybe see what happens.
Hey, friend, what would you do? Okay, we're gonna.
Wait, what I missed? Wait, what I missed?
Oh, as I was leaving them to get the car because they really wanted the Jeep, they're having trouble and they looked like they were probably gonna die if I didn't help them. So would I try to help them, leave them to get on the motorcycle, sports car, or a freight truck?
Damn. I have to say a motorcycle then.
Yeah, and draw the attention of every zombie in the town after the loud-ass crotch rocket.
Get in a fucking or a sports car, you think it's any better?
No, I would choose to help them. What do you mean?
Yeah,
The
I'll
Jeep is the efficient vehicle here. It's worth it.
try and help them at least.
If you're not gonna help them, then if that was the case, then I'd get in a sports car.
I would just help them.
All right, so we got two for the try to help.
I guess we'll help them.
All right.
What's
I
it say?
stepped forward, reached inside the Jeep, and tried to help pull one of the infected from the vehicle. As I dragged the rotting body onto the tarmac, I felt a sharp pain. I looked down, and to my horror, saw blood pouring from several bite marks in my left forearm.
Oh,
I
where?
momentarily
When?
exchanged glances with the others, before running as far away from them as I could. It wouldn't be long before I became a zombie.
Okay. So, our character's just a fucking idiot then, huh? How do you...
From the window and
Oh, I gotta do this again. That's the only thing that sucks about this.
eventually arrived at
Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that.
You dummy.
Ignore me.
Oh, so you gotta read all the.
Uh,
Oh man.
Ignore the bus.
realized it as I walked over to the men with rifles.
Oh fuck! I hit the wrong one again.
God damn it, Alucard.
I called
Wait, you
out
tried
the
to help them
little
with the
girl.
rifles and they just killed you?
Well, now we know.
Eventually arrived at the main road. As I said,
Why did they
Okay,
redo
I had
this
to
again?
click. I can't click down here because it'll count as like a choice. I had to click up here to skip all the text.
Ignore the bus.
Ignore the bus.
as I continued,
Man, police
I walked
officer,
over to the group. I told the group
distract.
Like, it works. It works.
we eventually found a
We wanted the Jeep. Yeah, we did the Jeep.
Oh, we exited again. Yeah.
we approached
And
the
we
Jeep.
tried to help them. All of them not gonna help, so.
We suggested doing that.
The others
Alright, so help them.
stepped forward,
You'll
reached
die if you help
inside the
them,
Jeep,
so we have to pick
Oh
them
my
up.
god, I did it again. God damn it.
Oh my god,
called out
Alucard.
to the little girl.
I hate. I can't.
It called out to the little girl.
I realized as I continued down the street
I called out to the cookie in my
I
micro.
walked over to the group with it. I told the group. Began making.
I just gotta do this every time because I can't trust it.
I suggested we approach the jeep.
Suggest another vehicle.
Made my
Yeah.
The others immediately flung over.
All right, so
All
we
right.
gotta take.
So trying to help them didn't work. So we gotta pick sports car, freight truck, or motorbikes.
Wait, what's a freight truck? Is that like a regular truck or like a big truck?
Freight.
Like
I think
really-
a freight truck is like those big ass trucks that truckers that would drive like
Like semis?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a like a
semi-truck.
two-wheeler.
semi
All right,
semi
semi
truck.
trucks now.
I would go for the sports car, I guess.
Sports, yeah. Motorbikes.
I headed towards the sports car and didn't look back.
Nope.